Welcome back to the channel, my fellow soap addicts. Chad and Theo are officially teaming up to play Hardy Boys, and their target is none other than the late, great Stefano DiMera. Can you believe it? The show is finally circling back to that mysterious chess set Stefano gifted to Marlena. Now, the spoilers for Friday, June 19, reveal that Chad and Theo are trying to figure out why in the world Stefano left Marlena a chessboard with a missing pawn. And let me tell you, I am absolutely geeking out over this. If you've been watching this show as long as I have, you know that Stefano's obsession with Marlena, his queen of the night, is legendary. Chess has always been Stefano's ultimate metaphor for how he manipulated the residents of Salem, moving people around like mere pieces on a board. But why is Theo the one helping Chad? The earlier spoilers mentioned Belle and Chad were supposed to look into this, so Theo jumping in is a bizarre twist. Honestly, Theo seems like the worst possible partner for Chad right now. I love Theo, I really do, but let's be real for a second. He can be incredibly judgmental, and his pure heart doesn't exactly align with the dark, twisted logic needed to decode Stefano's mind. But here's the kicker. The timeline reveals a literal key drops out of this chess set right into Theo's hands. What does it open? A secret DiMera Swiss bank account? A hidden vault under the mansion? My personal theory is that this key unlocks a safety deposit box containing Stefano's final, ultimate blackmail file on the entire town. It is a classic DiMera treasure hunt, and I am here for every single second of it. And speaking of DiMera family drama, we absolutely have to talk about Johnny and EJ. I am screaming at my TV right now. Johnny is officially back working for his father, and the hypocrisy is just too much to handle. Johnny loves to stomp his feet, pout, and complain about how evil and ruthless EJ is, right up until he needs his daddy's dark power to protect him. The minute Johnny catches wind that someone is plotting against him, he runs straight to EJ with the intel. And you won't believe what happens next. This conversation is the exact catalyst EJ needs to connect the dots and realize that it was his own sister, Kristen, who orchestrated Sophia Choi's assassination attempt on Johnny. I am 100% Team EJ on this one. You do not mess with a man's children. The sheer, blind rage that EJ is about to unleash on Kristen is going to be a masterclass in soap opera acting. Dan Feuerriegel is going to absolutely devour these scenes. EJ is going to confront Kristen, screaming in her face, and we already know he is plotting to have her violently kidnapped. Honestly, good. A lot of fans think EJ goes too far, but I actually think he is completely justified here. Kristen crossed a massive line. Remember years ago when EJ was shot and left for dead? He knows how fragile life is, and the thought of losing his son has pushed him completely over the edge. He is going to make Kristen pay, and it is going to be spectacular television. But what is Kristen doing while her brother plots her demise? She is busy dodging questions from the only real friend she has left in this world, Lani Price Grant. The spoilers show Lani pressing Kristen for answers at the DiMera mansion, and Lani's brilliant cop instincts are finally tingling. Lani and Kristen have this deeply complicated bond that dates all the way back to their time hiding out in that Italian convent. But Lani is starting to see the cracks in Kristen's mask. Here is my deep psychological breakdown of Kristen DiMera. She is a textbook sociopath. She feels absolutely zero guilt for trying to murder her own nephew. Her only regret? That the plan didn't work. It is chilling. Lani is asking all the right questions, and Kristen is deflecting like a pro. But I desperately hope Lani finally realizes that her best friend is an unredeemable monster. Oh, and let's not forget Kristen's other so-called friend, Gwen. The spoilers cheekily point out that Kristen thinks Gwen is her pal, but that is going to blow up in her face spectacularly once Gwen finds out Kristen is sleeping with Xander. You cannot sleep with your friend's toxic ex and expect to stay besties. The sheer audacity of Kristen using Xander as her personal hitman while simultaneously hooking up with him is peak DiMera behavior. It is going to be an absolute bloodbath when Gwen finds out. Now, I need you guys to grab some tissues, because we need to talk about Paulina, Abe, and Lexie. My heart is physically aching for Paulina right now. Friday's episode falls on Juneteenth, which is supposed to be a day of joyous celebration. But it is also Abe and Paulina's wedding anniversary. And because Paulina is the most selfless, tragic hero in Salem right now, she stepped aside and declared her marriage over so Abe could reunite with his back-from-the-dead epic love, Lexie. But seeing them together, in public, on her anniversary, it is sheer, agonizing torture. Jackie Harry is delivering Emmy-worthy performances right now. When Paulina runs into Abe and Lexie at the Horton Square Juneteenth festival, the awkwardness and the pain are palpable. You can see Paulina trying to put on a brave face, but her soul is being crushed. And the tragic irony of it all? Lexie is completely horrified when she realizes what day it is. Lexie isn't a villain. She genuinely feels terrible for intruding on their anniversary. But the real gut punch here is that we know Lexie's time is running out. Doctor, Rolf's Versavic serum is failing. The lab rats are dying, and Lexie is already experiencing dizzy spells. Abe is clinging to this miraculous second chance with Lexie, completely unaware that he is about to lose her all over again, while Paulina suffers in silence. It is Shakespearean-level tragedy, and I am crying just thinking about it. Finally, let's pivot to the teen scene, which is delivering its own brand of terrifying drama. Holly Jonas is currently at the Horton cabin with Tate, Ari, and Aaron, desperately trying to escape the shadow of Sophia's death. Holly is a character I have a massive love-hate relationship with. On one hand, she always needs to be the center of attention. She is constantly spiraling, and it can be exhausting to watch Tate constantly have to play her savior. But what happens this week is no mere cry for attention. While they are hanging out by the campfire under the stars, Holly suddenly collapses straight into Tate's arms. This is a massive cliffhanger. The spoilers suggest she might have accidentally taken tainted DiMera Pharmaceuticals pills, or maybe she mixed a deadly cocktail of her new antidepressants with alcohol. We already saw Destiny drop dead in the town square from tainted drugs, so this crisis is very, very real. My personal theory? I think Kristen's dirty dealings at DiMera have resulted in a contaminated batch of meds hitting the streets, and Holly just became the latest victim. Tate is going to be absolutely traumatized, trying to save her in the middle of nowhere. Will Sarah and Brady be able to connect the tainted drugs to DiMera in time to save Holly? I am so stressed out, you guys. Between the DiMera chess puzzle, EJ's lethal revenge, Paulina's shattered heart, and Holly's collapse, Days of Our Lives is firing on all cylinders right now. But I want to hear from you. Do you think Theo is the right person to help Chad decode Stefano's secrets? Is EJ justified in wanting to destroy Kristen? And please, share your theories on what exactly caused Holly to collapse. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you love deep soap analysis. And I will see you in the next video.